Hey guys, I happened to catch a great interview with Al Frank, and I like him a lot. And another gentleman talking about how the GOP devolved to Trump, how they wound up with Trump, how they took this path, the path to ruin, the path where the sign says no outlet. They didn't take the road to the interstate. They took the road that went into the dead end, to the woods. Um, and they started talking about Trump and his legacy. And I've talked about this, and it just came to my mind for some reason, just touched me. Trump's legacy, I thought at first, to me, it's like Nixon. At first. But I realized that's not really true because Trump is so much worse than Nixon. He is even worse than Nixon. Whereas Nixon was, I don't think he had a war with the government as much as he just did stuff that was corrupt. I think that Trump will be remembered by kids in the future the way I look at Joe McCarthy and Edgar Hoover. Joe McCarthy was a drunk. He knew he'd get attention by just basically calling everybody communists, looking up under every rock, and gay bashing people, the lavender scares and things like that. And one thing that surprised me, I mean, I know this, is that the president at that time, Eisenhower, actually did things to derail their investigation. Not necessarily because of the homosexual stuff, but because Eisenhower looked at him as something like Trump today, a person who his whole way of gaining attention and power was by attacking other people, causing alarm and distress, and just general unease. That's how he was seen. And that's how I see Trump, as a person that was like him, but not with communism, in a different way. He talked about how he wasn't going to try to roll back gay marriage. He talked about how he would put people in there who would do that. And now, see, people don't have memories. People don't have no attention span no more. Memory, none of that. He said this, and as soon as he gets out of office, they're talking about Roe versus Wade, abortion, other things they want to roll back. Trump will be seen as, number one, a person that wasted time on climate change. No doubt. That's number one. But he will also be seen as a person who stood in the way of all the things they have today, and tried to roll back time. For me, I don't believe the Republican Party cares about the future anymore. That's one of the most dangerous aspects of politics, is recognizing that they don't care about the future, and they don't care about climate change or anything, not because it's true or not, but because they're truly devoted to owning the left and making people cry, make people feel bad. That's the most, people are like, why are you so political? This is why. Is all these years we've been at war with Al-Qaeda, and all these wars we've been at other terrorist groups, and look at the Republican Party, you got a terrorist group right there. He's got suits on and toupees. We will look back at the Trump administration. Ultimately, as I said, it's a waste of time. He wasted a lot of time. He created a lot of enemies and a lot of discomfort between us and the allies. And that's bad because it will affect us going into the next emergency, whatever it's going to be. But the most important thing is he viewed that division as a way to stay in office. Even now, sitting and dining with Nazis, he probably did that stuff just to get attention. That's probably what this is. So, I look at Trump, and I look at everything he's doing, and I look at him as a crook. I will always see him more of a crook than a government, a Russian asset. He's a crook. That's why his wife's trying to sell clothes that she wore when they met with the president. Got a hat on, trying to sell a hat for $200,000. Yeah, this is what crooks do. This is what crooks and criminals do, folks. Yeah, I'm trying to sell the proceeds of my criminal activity. who wants to buy? I'm not going to turn this in. I'm going to try to sell it. It's one thing if you're a criminal just keep something and sell it later. No, I want to sell it now. That's what criminals do. I think that Trump's legacy, like I said, is as a person that tried to hold America to a past that for the kids, coming kids now don't recognize. A past I don't recognize. I was born in 1990. I don't recognize that past. And a past that won't be good for them. And that's the most disappointing thing about the Republican Party to me is their disavowal of basic legitimacy. Just basic legitimacy. I don't know. Thanks for listening.